Hello, welcome back to the channel. So today I've just been sorting out my hobby space. It's that time between Christmas and New Year, and I thought I would get out some of the projects I'm working on. If I say working on, it's been on hiatus, some of these, for over a year now, but I will get back to them. So I've done one for my MVA and Vietcon. Now this is my Americans for Vietnam, and these are primarily Battlefront miniatures, and I really enjoyed painting them. Still have a load to do. I've got a full platoon of US, and I've got a platoon of South Vietnamese forces. The US is basically, the infantry's done, but I'll show you the helicopters in a wee bit. So as you can see, loads of really nice wee poses, miniatures, really nice. Again, I've just done a really basic paint job to get them on the tabletop. Last thing I'm going to do with this is put some flock on the bases. Once I've got the MVA done, I'll do all the flocking at the same time, so it's all unified. Again, specialist weapons that you'd expect to see. Grenade launchers. Sort of recoilless, is that recoilless? Platoon commander there with his radio operator. A few more infantry squads. Heavy machine guns. Now, in terms of rules, I've based these like this. I've got access to a load of rules. Charlie Don't Surf, Peter Pig's Vietnam rules, obviously the Nam rules from Battlefront, write my own Vietnam rules. So for example, if I was playing Nam from Battlefront, I would just have two bases in close proximity to represent one of their bases. Model four miniatures on a base. Generally I'm playing against myself, or I'm having people come to my house to play games. So basing doesn't really matter, as long as both sides are consistent and using the same methodology for both sides. Now I have added a few Peter Pig models. So this here is obviously a dog troop. Peter Pig's rules are all set about doing a sweep through a village, and you can buy extra elements, and one of those is a dog handler, and you're hunting down caches and you're trying to find contraband, and you will be ambushed by the enemy at some point during the game. Next up are Battlefront miniatures, casualties, as you can see. And I think whatever set of Vietnam rules, casualty removal and getting them off the battlefield is important. So whichever set of Vietnam rules I go for, that's one of the things I'm going to look for in the rules, and I've got these as markers. And finally, I've got a Peter Pig model. Who couldn't do a Vietnam game without Kilgore, the Major out of Apocalypse Now. And with that, he's not painted yet, but I've also done a GI with the surfboard. You get a spare surfboard on the helicopter kit. So yes, I've done a Charlie Don't Surf trooper with a surfboard. Now it wouldn't be Vietnam without the helicopters. Now these aren't painted, they're just assembled. So they were lovely to build, and you get magnets with them. So this is your scout helicopter. Let's zoom out a bit. Scout helicopter, and you get magnets for putting them on bases. That's my light gone out. And you get flight stands, which will sit on the flight stands. I haven't. Oh, yeah, the polarity of that magnet's not quite right. So I've done different polarities for different types of helicopters for the different bases. So that's your flight one. This is your Cobra gunship. Again, one of the beauties of having magnetized rotor blades is you could actually spin them around. Again, really nice model to build. And finally, wouldn't be Vietnam without your Hueys. So there you go. There you go. Able to spin the rotors, dog gunners. So I've got a decent amount of helicopters, a couple of scout, a couple of destroyers. I think I've got 6 of the Hueys for insertions. Again, there's your flying base, and it'll just magnetise on for ease of transport and stuff. And there's different size bases as well, so you could theoretically have a set of rules which had your helicopters at different ranges. The other thing I was able to pick up for Vietnam, which I haven't got round to doing it, but when I get round to doing the terrain, is I found these palm trees, cheapest chips on eBay, which will work really well with the troops. And I've got about 3 or 4 bags of these. I think they're from China, but yeah. So get some decent tropical looking terrain, and got no plans to visit Vietnam in the immediate future, but I will get back to it one day and I will finish it and I will give you updates. But anyway, I hope you're having a great time wargaming at the moment. I know I am, and I look forward to chatting to you later. So that's goodbye for now. Goodbye.